Good evening, good morning, everyone. Actually, sorry, I'm a few minutes late with this stream. My internet was causing a few issues, and I really wanted to get out one episode before starting this stream around the amazing news that just dropped. Maybe some of you are still looking at that, still looking at the recent Ubisoft stream. If you've missed it, don't hesitate to check on my channel after this game live stream to see a recap of it. But otherwise, let's dive in. We are back with a series. This is now episode 3 of the campaign. We just got a small explosion here in one of our Schnapp D3. That's not a problem. But yeah, we're making some progress. We now have artisans, so we're gonna be able to make frigates. So let's dive right in, making a few. To make more, in particular clippers and ship of the lines, we need a lot more artisans. So that's what we're gonna work towards now. And if you saw in my previous episode, I actually said maybe this is gonna be my artisan and engineer neighborhood over here. To make more, so doing some improvements on that corner. We probably also need a market. And if you saw in the previous episode, I actually said maybe this is gonna be my artisan and engineer neighborhood. Sure, that's fine. Almost. So doing some improvements on that corner. Don't hesitate to share in the comments or in the chat. You know, if you're excited about some of those news that we just saw and heard. If you have any question, comments for me today in this stream, I'd love to hear about it. We are, of course, going to just continue expanding, continue following the story slowly but surely. Okay, so expanding using C to copy. I want to start expanding more on that side. Because as you can see, we don't have a lot of farmers, and I want now to put all of these as artisans, so I need more. Okay, so expanding. We're getting there. The frigate is also going to be built. Emido, thanks for joining. Really great to see you. And thanks also for the comments recently on the previous video. Let's, of course, we'll have to make sure we still build enough, or produce enough, sorry, and we can see we're not at all. So let's start changing that. Okay. And thanks also for the comments recently. We're gonna need a lot more fish too. The good thing is that when we get to artisans, we stop needing some of those base resources, right? They don't need fish and schnapps, for example, anymore. So we can see our artisan here starts at sausage, and here starts at beer. But of course, in exchange, they need new things like the canned food. That's definitely gonna be a challenge. Some of those base resources, right? They don't need fish. And no worries, Mido, if you missed it. I just posted on the channel a very quick recap, and tomorrow probably I'll also put some deep dives episode going into exactly what we know, what we don't know, some of the speculations. So don't hesitate to check that out if you don't want to, you know, have to look at the whole full stream. But I see ain't no meaning. You say you saw it, so what did you think about it? I'm sure Mido won't mind the spoilers. Okay, so we still need more. So don't hesitate to check that out if you don't want to, you know, have to look at the whole full stream. Yeah, that is the problem. And I'm sure we're gonna need. We're just at the right level and not enough on close. Okay, so we still need more. That is strange. You hear me twice. And I'm sure we're gonna need. We're just at the right level and not enough. Close. Okay, let me check. Maybe it's on my side. Oh yeah, it's here. Sorry about that. That should be better now. Okay, Migo and Ain't No Meaning, thanks a lot for sharing this. Can you tell me now if it's a lot better? Is it fixed now? Okay, great. Sorry about that, guys, and thanks a lot for telling me. As I said earlier, I had a bit of an internet issues that was so that also why I was late, and so my stream wasn't fully ready like I wanted it to be. Sorry about that again. Okay, let's expand it here a bit more. Okay, we're good on this. Fish with just a bit more. And I'm gonna actually use this to reduce a bit the consumption. Now that we're pushing a lot of population on this one island, reducing the consumption is quite nice. Okay, because otherwise this is now decreasing, and therefore I'm losing population, and therefore I'm losing farmers, which means I'm losing workforce. So it's sort of like a vicious circle.
You gained an influence bonus.
My bad. Okay. We're gonna need also a few warehouses here just to make sure. Let's double check over here. So we have this one is one more. Let's put one more to make sure we are producing enough. It's not as pretty as the previous ones, this layout, but it will do. It will do. Okay, so yeah, guys, what did you think about some of the news? The new scenario, are you excited about it? Ready to play it next week? Yeah, and no meaning, I'm fully with you. And I think honestly that's probably what's happening is, given how successful Anno 1800 is, I'm pretty sure that, you know, they sort of grew the team enough that a small part of the team is now working on season 4 and the main part of the team is working on the new game. Honestly, if they aren't, they are making a mistake, because indeed we all know they can't keep going like this forever, and you know, obviously we won't wait forever for a new game. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they are, and I think that's good. I'm also fine indeed with the fact that there's no new region. I mean, sure, it would have been, everybody's always talking about Asia, and we're gonna have a mod, the new mod that that's going to give us Asia, but the new world indeed is a bit of a challenge, especially now. If you look at the skyscrapers, if you're trying to do skyscraper run like I am without using crazy Dockland to import everything, the new world is such, you know, it's the limitation for sure. It's limiting by a lot. So if we can do new things in the new world, for example, being able, you know, to use electricity more in the new world, be it the electricity with oil, or maybe a new type of electricity, like maybe it's the wind, who knows. But yeah, that's you know, that I think is a good decision. I'm quite also interested in hearing a bit more about these new scenarios that they want to keep doing, especially if, like, this new green jam mode, they say there is a link, like if you finish a scenario you gain something for your sandbox. This is the type of thing I like, you know. If it's just just on the side, and you know, sorry, let me just accept that before I finish. If it's just on the side and has no link, sometimes it's a bit annoying, but yeah, I think that's gonna be interesting. And yes, exactly, Migo. I think by now we all are aware that basically we're gonna have probably electricity of some kind in the new world. So where is she? Oh, here. Up. The fool. Who's the fool? So yeah, tomorrow I'll definitely do also another video going a bit more into detail into the new green jam mode, to share what we've learned and also what I think about it. I am definitely excited about it. I think it could be a great thing. Oh, I'm definitely missing wood now that I deleted this one. Let's rebuild this. I'm still trying to play a bit in the background. do tell me if there's anything that you want to see at this point specific. Let's put it over here. Up. But yeah, now that we have season 4, I mean, that means we're definitely not stopping anytime soon the coverage of Anno on the channel. We're now doing this stream series of the campaign. We still have the skyscraper run. I'm still reviewing mods, even if, to be honest, recently there hasn't been a lot of mods. I don't know if you guys have seen, but yeah, there hasn't been a lot of new mods on Nexus. So, but I still have a few to show you, don't worry about that. I'm just going to continue improving a bit and then I'll fix, because I'm sure we have many problems now of overproduction and lower production. Actually, we're not too bad on this. Yeah, we're bad on this, but that's fine. Oh, congratulations, Midoya. I know that indeed new babies are always a challenge to play, or you have to play late at night when they sleep. When they do sleep, I know. It's not often, I know. I think I still had the runes somewhere. Yes, there's still some runes. Let's find them here. Is that the only one, maybe? So what is the next type of playthrough you're gonna do, Migo? Is that a completely new one, or are you just gonna try this new game mode, waiting next year? And ain't no meaning. What are you currently working on your side? Okay, now that we have a lot of money, let's buy a lot of wood. A quick put constant. Let's buy this one. Up. No, that's not what I wanted to do, sorry. I just wanted to set up a trade route to constantly buy a bit of everything. Up. And let's sell this to move forward with the campaign.
These reinforcements will please Her Majesty, though it remains my hope no war.
A new max pop run, okay. With Dockland or without Dockland?
I had believed it would only do harm to tell you, but I have grounds to believe.
Mido, sorry, what are you saying? Your PC aspects? Are you talking about my specs for for my computer? Like my graphic card, GPU, and all of this. I don't know them by heart, but to be honest, but I can share them after the stream.
Someone supplies the murderer from Madame Kahila's harbor. We should investigate.
I hear you, and no meaning. I know that when you're walking, it's hard to get through some of these things, and we need to sell to Madame Kaina now. I definitely have posted on my channel. I don't know if you've seen already the Skyline Tower quest and all of this, so don't hesitate to check that out. And to be honest, my computer is not like the most amazing of them all. And one of the reasons is, as you guys probably remember, I live in Africa, and especially with COVID, the access to the right type of specs is really not that great. So I just had to buy whatever was available, to be honest. But yeah, I'll share it afterwards on the channel so you can all see it. Okay, so now we're missing sausage, but we built it. Should be fine. Oh no, we're not fine. We need 4. I could also start using a bit this, because honestly I'm sure it's gonna have very little impact. You see, only -3 on happiness for 50% bonus. That's huge. So let's use it later on if we need to. Yeah, indeed, Mido shared in the last stream that he was Egyptian. I don't know if that player names come from there, but okay, so now we just need to wait a bit for it to come back. I want to build now soon a fleet. It's at 750, so we can move forward to the next element. Yeah, I can imagine that. I mean, it also depends a lot on how big your empire is, right? Like how many people you have. It is a first attack quest. We don't have a big army right now, so we're not gonna attack right away. I mean, right now South Africa is on the red list of all countries. I was supposed to go somewhere next week, but I'm not anymore. But I love to see you guys chatting in the chat. It's great to see the community growing. All Anno fans, don't hesitate to ask any questions or thoughts, share thoughts, love to hear about it. Are you guys going to, have you seen also that 1404 is for free on Ubisoft Connect, so they don't hesitate to claim it. You claim it, you can get it, you can keep it for free forever. So yeah, thanks for joining, Corbinian. Indeed, I mean, we had talked on the channel a few times before about season 4. I think it was touch and go, but as Ain't No Meaning said before, I think they're basically now working both on season 4 and on the new game. It's not as if they're I don't think they're postponing the new game at all, to be honest. But yeah, so wait, Migo, you're asking me, right? I am from the north of France. Migo is Switzerland. If that was what people are saying. Yes, indeed, and no meaning. That's the history edition, meaning the new one that was released earlier this year, if I'm not mistaken, or late last year. I mean, it doesn't change that much, right? Like the gameplay is basically the same and all of this, but yes, it is the revised one, the newer one. So definitely grab it. Like, I mean, it's free. Who's gonna say no to something free? Hi Farzad, thanks for joining. Great to see you. All the regulars are here. It's amazing. Yeah, I am definitely from the north of France, in the countryside. A black bear. Oh, I will take it. Actually, indeed, we are at the artisan level. We can start building a zoo when we have windows. I mean, we haven't started at all the window production yet. And yeah, do tell me also in the comments if you like me to do some streams or some videos, you know, records on 1404. I may actually do it. But yeah, I definitely know Arras. I mean, I'm not from there, but I know of it, of course. Yeah, I hear you, and no meaning. I've been also deleting and like uninstalling and installing a few games, in particular the Total Wars games. They just take so much space. I feel like every time I want to play one, I need to uninstall a few different games. But yeah, guys, I need to do some buildings there. I'm talking too much, sorry about it. But it's just because I'm having so much fun chatting with all of you. Oh, queen, where is our queen? God save the queen. So we've unlocked now all of the different, you know, Land of Lions. So Embessa, this is the Cape. We're not gonna do this one, I think. We have Dockland, we have the tractors and silos. Oh, Mido, I have also bought Planet Zoo. So yeah, I have also started playing that, but I haven't recorded anything yet. I mean, I think all of us here probably like all of the same games, right? Like, if you're here, it's probably that you like very similar games than to me. So that means, you know, obviously the Anno, things like Transport Fever, Planet Zoo, Total War games, potentially also the Age of Empire games, those type of things, right? Oh, interesting, Migo. Okay. She probably is great then. I mean, if she's from the north, she must be great. Okay, so yes, we need to produce some windows, guys. Otherwise, we're never gonna move forward. Let me just take another. Yeah, let's put it here. Oh, actually, I did something very bad here, guys, and nobody told me anything. I blocked the way to go there. I can't go here anymore. That wasn't smart. That wasn't smart because this is the only other shore. So we definitely need to open that. Let's open it here. Okay. Up. We are making tons of money, so it's not a problem if we are not making enough schnapps at this point. It's more important to start building the windows. And for the windows, it's 1 minute for the windows, 30 seconds for the glassmaker, 30 seconds for the sand mine, and 15 seconds for the lumberjack. So basically, if you have one lumberjack, we can have 2 of each sand mines and glassmaker, and then 4 windows. That's a bit of it. Yeah, I've also played a lot of Civilization. I agree with you. It's like you play forever and ever. It also it's not something good also for YouTubers. I would say it's like not that great to show. To at least I found. So yeah, I've also stopped playing that. But I hear you. It's definitely just all those games are amazing. I don't understand people who don't play games. Just those things are so great. Yeah, okay, let's just put them like this. This one over here, and then let's do like this with one here and there. Up, here it is. Up, up. So yeah, I mean, recently definitely been playing a lot of Transport Fever 2. I don't know if, I mean, the views on my channel on Transport Fever 2 have been terrible. I don't know if it's because I've mostly done so far the campaign or if it's something else, but I think this game is also very good. And yeah, started Planet Zoo. I bought it on during the Steam sale recently. I think it's still going on actually. So it was quite cheap, but yeah, this is an amazing game too. And actually I saw this morning that they're still they are also doing a free update and a new DLC next week. So similar to Anno 1800, the support, I mean, it's two games that are 2 years old and the support is continuing for both of them, so it's really great. Okay, the window production is going. Let's leave it there for 2. And indeed, for that, it's like there's 2 groups of people, and the gamers and the non-gamers, and nobody understand the other groups. It's a classic. It's a classic. Okay, let's also place theater. We can't build it yet, but for later, it seems to be covering pretty well. And we haven't built yet a paved street, so that will be also extending the range of all those buildings, of course. So that is good. Are we at 750? Yes, perfect. Time to start building the fleet, guys. And I'm gonna change the rally point to come back here, because before we had put it here, but we don't need it there anymore. We have a few ships that we can buy because we have money too. Delivery quest we can do. Where is it? Oh, we need to deliver timber, which is the one thing I don't have. That's fine. I don't know, I have some. I'm lying. Okay, deliver it. Oh, it seems everybody's gone. Where are you guys? Were you bored by what I was saying? I feel like you all know Anno 1800 quite well, so I don't know what tips to give you, or you need to tell me if you have questions. So, I mean, we're now overproducing by a lot on fish, because we put them all as artisans. Artisans don't need fish. Probably the same for clothes. Yeah, for the schnapps maybe not, because the schnapps we also need it on the other side. Okay, so that we can delete one of them. The windows are now starting slowly but surely. We obviously need first, this first needs to delivered here, then you start getting some glass, and then you start making the windows. Of course it takes just a bit of time. We're almost there. Okay, this guy is waiting to buy stuff. It's fine, just give it to him. Up. Okay, so these things we can wait a bit for now. Up. Okay. So let's indeed watch. We're good on fish, good on snaps, way too much here. Let's start eating the parts that wasn't very nice. Clean the road. Okay. Yeah, and no, meaning of course the zoo, museums, and botanical garden, maybe a bit less, are really good. But indeed, you need to really select the right one for the right, island. And by that I mean, if you are doing an island that's fully dedicated to pigs, production of pigs, or production, let's say, of farm, then you're gonna want one or two very specific ones, but none of the other ones. And then if you do an island that's really focused on something else, you're gonna want to do something completely different. So I mean, maybe in game here, because I don't have even if I build one, we won't see the. I can show you actually. It's easy. If you go into it, you don't see the bonuses until you've actually completed it. So, we found him. I don't know where he is, but we found him. So you don't see the bonuses until you've actually completed it. And of course, in this, it's gonna take some time to complete it. But we can go into the Anno wiki zoo set, or actually even easier, I think we can go into that one. Yeah, in the Anno layout site, you have them all. I can show them to you quickly, share some of this. Don't hesitate. Everybody else, if you have other questions, if you go to that website, the Anno 1800 layout site, you can find them all. You can even filter by, if you're looking for something to change your workforce or your attractiveness, you can see them all. So for example, if you want to do something linked to your workforce in either for your farmers or in the New World, Cordillera is really good. Taiga Forest is quite good in the end game if you're trying to do a record, because -5% of needs for things like seafood stew or chocolate, that's quite a lot. Something like that, really probably not that important. This is pretty good if you have an island with, for example, a lot of sand or a lot of fish oil in the New World. This one is amazing for your cape, for your capital, because you're going to have a lot of trade unions probably, and you will want to reach a very high attractiveness level, right, for your palace. If you don't know about why you should have a very high attractiveness on your capital with your palace, you need to watch my video on 33,000 attractiveness. Just go on my channel, search 33,000, you'll find it. This is really important. And so if you don't know about that, or tell me in the chat and I can explain a bit more. Those things are an arbor activity. For me, I don't really like it. It's really only if you have a lot of AIs on your game and things like this, and I don't think it's very worth it. This is not a lot, but especially because you need 6 modules. So only if you're really optimizing a huge island of production. This is not bad too, but not really. I mean, you probably don't need it, honestly. Then similarly, you know, this one, not really important, not really important, not really important. This is not bad, 25%, but honestly, those things usually you don't really need a lot, except maybe the tailor's shop, if you're doing a record of scholars. So that one I definitely did. And thanks, Migo, indeed. I think this was a really good video. I was quite proud of it, so I'm glad that you guys liked it. This is not important, this is not important. This one, once again, only if you have an island with a lot of sand or something like this. This is really important if you're doing a scholar run, or if you have an island that's full of scholars, then for sure you want this one there. Yeah, I mean, this is good, but it only impacts cattle farm and alpaca farm, so probably you're not using it that much. This is quite, they changed that, if I remember correctly. I don't remember when they changed it, but quite recently. It wasn't that good before. But honestly, you probably don't need all of that, right? Like, it's like coal, you can have so much coal with all of your mines and the items and all of this. Not that important, not that important. This one, I have it on many islands because it impacts all crop farms and animal farms. It also got boosted. I think it was update 9. 10% is not huge, but you still take it, right? If it's a huge island, it will do quite a bit. Only for war, not important, not important, only for war. This one is quite good, 10 happiness. And income also for your skyscraper, that can help a lot. So Jurassic for sure, write it down. This one also got changed very recently to include the orchards, but also to produce extra goods. So now it is a really good one. Before it was useless, but now it is pretty good. And unfortunately, ain't no meaning no. It doesn't affect orchards, I think. It only affects orchards when you see orchards on it. And unfortunately for that one, it didn't. This one is useless. For your ships, this is not important, not important. This one is the most important of them all. If you don't have it, you should have it, especially on your capital, because it will basically half the cost of them in terms of influence, right? This is super important if you're doing a scholar run, because scholars don't give you influence. If you're doing skyscraper run, it's a bit less important because you'll have tons of influence. But also in mid-game, when you want to improve, you want to have a lot of trade unions and town halls, this is really good. This one, similar to what we discussed before, it's only 5%, but on things that are quite good, in particular coffee. So you may want it for sure. And then not important, not important. And then these ones, Botanical Garden, is quite easy. It's sort of usually, especially if you're doing a sort of record type of things, you're going to have one island for your coffee, and therefore you put on the end. You're going to have one island for your, chocolate, for example, right? And so you're going to put this one for your sugarcane, or you're going to have one island for your caoutchouc that you need in your old world, so you're going to use this one, etc, etc. So you just choose the one that's linked to your to what you want, because it gives you plus 25% basically. So yeah, anyway, that's a quick overview and no meaning of the cultural sets. Don't hesitate if you have questions about it. Another time also in the comments. Now going back to the game, which we let run in the meanwhile. That's fine, that way we got a bit more windows, not that much, but still a few. Not even enough to get the theater yet. What about, yeah, we have a first ship of the line. That's great. Let's build one more. We need more weapons. Where is our weapon production? It was here. Let's increase that. Oh no, we don't have a lot of workers actually.
Place is booming.
We're missing bread. Nobody told me anything. You guys are not helping me. I'm kidding, of course. Okay. Let's double our bread production. Perfect. Let's see if the warehouse can still follow. Hopefully it will do. So we're... Oh no, we're not even good. You can see this. This is just a bit more. So we're gonna need some sausage. We're not gonna need any bread. We're good. Okay. We're not gonna need any soap. What about the beer? The beer is fine. Okay, so it's just sausage, and we're gonna do this. That should be plenty. Oh, sorry about this bot in the chat, guys. Obviously don't click. I'm sure that's not great stuff. So Control Q. Now we're totally fine. Okay, so canned food, that's the really interesting one. Many people struggle with that one because this is 2 minutes. So that's quite a lot. And even this one is 1 minute and 30. One is 2 minutes versus the 15 seconds here. We also need workers for this one, artisans, farmers and farmers. My workers, this one actually, let's go back here. My workers are down because of the bread, but that should come back up quite soon. And I'm also going to make a few more. Okay, so indeed, let's start this production. We're gonna make it here, and we're gonna start with what is the perfect ratio, or the perfect ratio. And it depends what you call perfect ratio, but you know, if you want to have one of these that's used for all of this, then this is 15 seconds, right? So that means, but to get from 2 minutes to 15 seconds, then it's 8. So 8 of this, 8 of this, 8 of this, 1 of this, 6 of this. That's how you get to 15 seconds. We probably don't need 6 of this, right? Like if we look here, we only need, it seems, 1 or 2. Of course, in the future, we may need more. Yeah, no, Chef Michel is definitely the best item ever. But if you guys remember at the beginning of this series, I said that I would do all of the chains sort of in a normal way to show them to people. So I'm not gonna buy Chef Michel for now. I'm just gonna do it from end to finish. And Mido, if you're saying what is that, if you're talking about the naked HD thing, it's just a bot from some website. I don't know what website. Unfortunately, the only way I can avoid bots like that would be if I put the stream where people can only can only write in the chat if they're subscribers. Maybe I will do it. I've seen many YouTubers do that to avoid chat bots. For now, I haven't had a lot of chat bots, so I haven't done it. But yeah, if they start annoying me, for sure, we'll do it. You guys won't mind because you're subscribers anyway. Okay, let's dive into this. We need mine, of course. Then the cattle is a bit of a tricky one because you need 4 pastures and they're quite big. So yeah, so for the pastures, all of it, you know, for the beef, for like many others. I don't know if you know, but basically you need half. So this is the radius, right? And the module needs half of the tiles inside. So here, for example, you only have 1/3 of the tiles inside, so that doesn't work. Here I have almost half, but not yet half. Here I have exactly half. So, you know, this is how you can plan a bit. But yeah, with this one, I also don't, you know, this one is not half. We're missing one tile for it to be half. It's quite annoying. Let's do it like this. It's not the end of the world because I'm gonna have also red peppers covering, you know, on the side, but still. So 1, 2, so how many am I gonna make? We said we're gonna make 4, I think, probably. Yeah, let's make 4. So we're gonna do like this. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's not very pretty. Up. And the fourth one. Yeah. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then red pepper is the same. We need 4. We're gonna put them on both sides. Yeah. Hopefully, now that's maybe not covering everything. We'll see. Start in this corner. Oh. Need to leave space. Oh, that's bad. Okay, that's not gonna work. So this guy needs to be on that side. Why is he not moving? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Let's start this one now. We're gonna cover the whole thing. It's not the end of the world. We'll leave space on the side. Any other questions? And no meaning that I or someone else on the chat can answer for you? About the tourist or the skyscrapers, as you said, you're going through it. Okay. Okay, so we'll have space if we need to put more later on. Then those things need to deliver into 4 of these. And that means 3 of these. Perfect. That was quite lucky. And we're gonna put these like this. And then one of these. Doing a bit of a random... it's looking pretty good. Okay. Now we need, of course, some roads. Okay. And connect over here. Perfect. So Migo, you're saying if you have an island full of skyscrapers, is the Iron Tower worth it in terms of the bonus, that the 10% bonus that you're gonna get versus how much space you're gonna need to take the what they're called, the hotels? Is that what you're asking, amigo? Just to make sure I understand. Yeah, we're doing another ship of the line. Not gonna buy that for now.
You can rely on us.
Okay. So that will be good for this.
Particular material.
Yeah, now I hear you, Migo, indeed. You're gonna have more the plus 10% population. You can have a bit less consumption with one of the recipe. And of course, now there's also indeed some items, not a lot, but few items for the hotels. So you may need a bit less hotels. Honestly, I think it won't be huge. Of course, you'll need, it won't work on very small islands. But I can definitely, I haven't done the math on what size the island needs to be to work it. But I think you're right. I think that's definitely a good idea. So let me work on that in the next few days. Okay, so we are, see, this is the perfect ratio, and then we're good on canned food. We can move on to next, which is the sewing machines, which will also require an iron mine, which is also why it's good that we didn't use it fully, but actually I think it's not gonna be enough because we need 2 of these. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have enough of iron here. Oh, quite some positive. We haven't unlocked the minus 30% yet. Yeah, let's go crazy. We have discovered the anarchy one, where you can increase your workforce with this one, but also increase your need consumption, decrease your riot but decrease your income, or increase your productivity but also increase your illness chance. So it's some of interesting elements. Yeah, I mean, I remember me and Fox, we had done some of the math before the skyscrapers, you know, for when you were basically for the scholars, it didn't make sense. But maybe now for the skyscraper, it may make sense, actually, indeed. We need to check that out. We need to check that out.
Like this?
It's a great point, a great idea for my next video, man.
You gained an influence.
Thanks for joining and no meaning. I'll definitely continue streaming in the next few days and also post a couple of videos, as I mentioned, on the big news, season 4 and all of this. So don't hesitate to stay tuned for that. And yeah, don't hesitate to also put comments with your questions, either on the sets. Oh, we have our first illness and we don't have enough windows because these things are taking forever.
Everything's rather fragile.
I could boost a bit those production, but that would definitely put me quite in yeah, minus 10. It's not great. I could double it because I have the space and I have the workforce. So maybe let's do that for now. Just need to make sure we don't break. Is that gonna be still? No, that's not enough. That's okay. We'll put them over here. One there. We can go quite close. One here and one somewhere there. Oops. Okay. And we can delete this one. So let's increase that production of windows. Let's build a first hospital. They are sick. What's annoying with when they're sick, if you don't know about it, is you lose the workforce and the money. So you lose the workforce. As you can see, my farmer workforce is quite down, and you also lose the money. So that's always annoying. Let's just take a screenshot of this beautiful first illness on the city. I always love how they even make the, there's like in the air of the city, you have these fumes of sickness. So to tell everybody, don't come close, don't come close, this is very dangerous. Okay, ladies and gents, anything else on your mind for tonight? I think indeed we may close the stream soon-ish. Our production, we've made great progress on our production of windows. We now have canned food, a lot more artisans. We started the stream with only one artisan. Now we have, what is it, almost 2,000 artisans and still growing. But in the next episode, we're gonna try to build sewing machine, but for sewing machine, we need more iron. And therefore, that means we're gonna need to use this island here. Obviously, if we want to build the whole thing here, we would also need artisans here, because we don't have yet we don't have yet, any of the power to get workforce of 3. So we could either build a furnace on the island and then maybe just import the iron. That's, I think it would be simpler than everything I'm describing. We don't have a school here. Should build a school. Get a few more workers. But we need you. Come here. Steel beans. Okay, let's. Oops, that's not good. Here it is. Yeah, steel beans. Let's deliver it. So yeah, ladies and gents, next episode is definitely about the sewing machine, and it's also about continuing the actual campaign. We need to go to Madame Kaina's and then we're gonna start fighting. So yeah, that's quite important, but I just wanted to have a few more ship of the line before getting there. Now we are definitely getting there, so that's good. Okay. Hope to see you next time. Thank you for joining, everybody, especially Mido, Migo, and No Meaning. It was really great to see all of your comments in the chat. Also Farzad before. I don't know if you're still there. But yeah, thanks a lot, everybody. And as always, don't hesitate to leave any questions in the comments and I'll definitely answer. I try to answer everything. And I've also noted your questions about my computer. I'll share that on the channel just now.